We can use the missing values option to control how the missing values in a data set are either included in or excluded from the computation of the PCC indices for this analysis. So if we look at the affective realism data, we can examine the positive and neutral ratings, and our expectation is that the positive ratings should be higher than the neutral ratings. So let's go ahead and run this analysis and remind ourselves of what the PCC index is. We get 57.78%. Now that's based on all 45 cases. There weren't any missing data to begin with in this study. So 26 out of the 45 were correctly classified. Again, that's 57.78%. Now let's go ahead and create some missing data. So I'll delete a positive rating there, a neutral rating there, and I'll delete both of them there. Now let's run the analysis again. And the default is that we're going to omit the missing values from the computation of the PCC. So we don't need to change anything else. The pattern is the same, and we'll select OK to run it. And let's see what happens here. So first we can scroll up, and we can see that the missing values here has been set to omitted from the totals. So we see that option listed there. And we are down to 42 classifiable pairs of observations. So for these individuals, if they were missing at least one value, they were removed from the analysis for obvious reasons. If I don't have a positive value, I can't correctly or incorrectly classify the person. And obviously, if they're missing both the values, they can't be classified. So we're down to 42 potential classifications there. And so it's 24 out of the 42. Our PCC now is 57.14%. So again, here they've been excluded. Now let's run the analysis again. And let's select the include and see what happens. So select OK, nothing else needs to be changed. Let me just move this back over here a little bit so I can scroll up. So we can scroll up and see that the missing values now have been included in the total. So always check your options, make sure you've got things chosen that you want to be chosen. And now we see the 45. So the total possible number of observations has been included now in the computation of the PCC index, and now it's 53.33%. Now this value is the same at 24, but now it's 24 out of 45 rather than what we saw a moment ago, which was 24 out of 42. So the missing values have been included in the total as people or persons or observations that could potentially be classified correctly or incorrectly. Now, obviously, they cannot be included in the correct classifications, but nonetheless, they're included in the denominator of the term here as they go into the computation of the PCC index. So it's up to you as the researcher which option you think is most appropriate for your particular data set. Such decisions should usually be based upon theory or perhaps upon pragmatic issues as well. But here you can see how this option works within this analysis.